Welcome back. Thank you for your patience. The decision. The subcommittee took into account all the representations made by all interested parties, both verbal and written. The subcommittee welcomed the conditions offered by the applicant and their willingness to commit to the licensing objectives at all times. The subcommittee considered all relevant evidence made available to it and in doing so took the following into account: the licensing objectives of the Licensing Act 2003, Hillingdon licensing policies, guidance issued by the Secretary of State under Section 182 of the Licensing Act 2003. The decision of the subcommittee is to grant the application for the new premises licence for the sale of alcohol off the premises between the hours of 1000 hours and 2300 hours, subject to the following conditions: strict implementation of Challenge 25 policy, CCTV to be installed and 31 days recording, I think that's meant to be, sorry. All staff to be trained in responsible alcohol retailing, the prevention of crime and disorder. The CCTV shall be installed to Home Office guidance standards and maintained in good working condition, and recording shall be kept for 31 days. And shall be made available to the police and authorised officers from the council. The CCTV system should be capable of obtaining clear facial recognition images and clear head and shoulder image of every person entering or leaving the premises. The CCTV shall display on any recordings the correct date and time of the recording. A member of staff trained in use of the CCTV system shall be available at the premises at all times that the premises are open to the public. A CCTV camera shall be installed to cover the entrance of the premises and further cameras installed to cover the internal area and the counter. A suitable intruder alarm complete with panic button shall be fitted and maintained. An incident log shall be at the premises and made available for inspection on request to an authorised officer of the council or the police, and this will record the following: all crimes reported to the venue, all ejections of patrons, any complaints received, any incidents of disorder, all seizure of drugs or offensive weapons, any faults in the CCTV system, any refusal of the sale of alcohol, any visit by a relevant authority or emergency service. Staff training must be documented and based on legislation and operating procedures. All training shall be signed and dated, and a copy of such records will be available for inspection by police and local authority enforcement officers. All staff employed at the premises will have a UK right to work status checked. Once past that stage, they shall be offered employment. Public safety. Installation of appropriate safety equipment, fire exit signs displayed, and CCTV working at all times. Prevention of public nuisance. Notice displayed asking customers to leave quietly from the premises, and also customers will be told in person to leave quietly and not to disturb the local neighbourhood. Strict policy in place to tell all staff not to serve alcohol to drunks at all. Appropriate signage will be displayed in a prominent position, informing customers they are being recorded on CCTV. At least 2 staff members to be on the premises after 6 p.m. during working hours, and the applicant and staff members to attend a conflict management course within 28 days. The protection of children from harm. A Challenge 25 policy will be enforced where any person looking under the age of 25 shall be asked to prove their age when attempting to purchase alcohol, and signs to this effect will be displayed at the premises. Challenge 25 posters displayed where alcohol is sold. The only acceptable ID will be with those with photographic identification documents, including passport, photo card, driving licence, or proof of age card bearing the pass hologram. A refusal book shall be kept at the premises and updated as and when required and made available for inspection on request to a licensing officer, police or other responsible authorities. The licence will ensure that staff are trained regularly as appropriate in respect to the Licensing Act 2003 legislation, staff to be trained regularly in underage sales prevention. A sign stating no proof of age, no sale, shall be displayed at the point of sale. Reason: the subcommittee recognises that this is a new application for a premises licence for an off-licence with the sale of alcohol subsidiary to the business. Whilst the subcommittee were addressed about the occurrence of public nuisance and crime and disorder, it's noted that there were no representations or evidence submitted from any of the responsible authorities or members' inquiries logged by councillors in respect of this application. Whilst the subcommittee are sympathetic to issues raised by interested parties, particularly concerning the volume of licensed premises in close proximity, there is currently no accumulative policy or special policy in place. The subcommittee were not provided with any tangible evidence relating to the impact this particular premises would create in addition to the current licensed premises in the vicinity. As such, the subcommittee determined that the conditions agreed by the applicant, together with slightly modified conditions, would serve to sufficiently uphold the licensing objectives. The subcommittee recognises the need for business to continue trading. However, this must not be at the expense of local residents. Local businesses are reminded about their obligations to adhere to regulations to ensure the licensing objectives are being promoted at all times. The right of appeal. The relevant applicant for the premises or licence or any other person who made relevant representation to the applicant may appeal against the court's decision to the Justice Clerk at Uxbridge Magistrates Court. Such an appeal may be brought within 21 days of receipt of this notice of decision. No decision made by the Council will have effect during the time period within which an appeal may be brought until such time that any appeal has been determined or abandoned. The subcommittee advises, as a comfort to residents and a warning to the licensee, that the licence may be reviewed and could potentially be invoked if licensing conditions are not adhered to, and or if the premises are managed in a manner which does not uphold the licensing objectives. You will be deemed to have received this decision letter 2 days after the date on the accompanying letter, which will be posted by first-class mail. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Chair. Just one clarification. The hours applied for has been reduced, isn't it?
Thank you, because I did pick that up at the beginning. It's not 10 o'clock. I think it's 7, isn't it? 7?
Apologies, it's 7.
It's 7, I think it is, yeah.
So it's now reduced to, sorry, I did not get it. 7 to 24 hours.
Yeah, it's 7 to 12 o'clock midnight. So
okay.
Basically 7 till midnight, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.